Okay, so here are the ingredients for my breakfast biscuit. And you can do it with 3 simple ingredients. You could even just do it with 2. That's what I love about cooking. Like, you can experiment, and I love to just try to make things as simple as possible. So these start with 3 ripe bananas. These are about the size that you want, because the larger your bananas are, like if you use 3 bananas that are this size, you are going to need way more oatmeal. So it's kind of like finding that delicate balance, but really you can make these biscuits with mashed bananas and then oats. And I just want to talk about the oats kind of quickly, because usually I have just plain like rolled oats. I love making steel cut oats, but this is my oatmeal container, and I use a scoop that's just 1/2 cup. So if I'm just making oatmeal quickly for myself in the morning, you know, I know it's 1 portion. But for this recipe, you want to use a quick oat, because quick oats have a texture that's like a little flakier and smaller than regular rolled oats, and they're actually going to absorb the liquid from the bananas much better. So all you need is quick oats and your bananas, and you can do like a delicate balance of just that. But I do think peanut butter, or if you can't do peanuts, like a sun butter, are really good options to include. We use like 1/4 cup of smooth peanut butter. You know, as a dietitian, I don't usually recommend peanut butter that has added sugar in it, but you know, sometimes things just get in the house and you've got to use them. But I actually like using a peanut butter like this. It's roasted peanuts. The second ingredient is sugar. So when you look at total sugars per serving, you're getting 3 grams, which is just under a teaspoon of added sugar. There are plenty of nut butters out there that are only ground nuts, like ground peanuts, and that's it. Those are the ones usually, like, if you know, I like to also have those in my cabinet, but for this recipe specifically, using, you know, a peanut butter like this is totally fine. It adds a little bit of extra sweetness, and I think it really tastes great. You get the sweetness from the banana, a little bit from the peanut butter, and they're so good. So you could stop after 2 ingredients. I really like adding this 3rd one. And then my favorite ingredient, like a cookie, if I'm trying to pass these off as cookies, I really like to use just like the mini chocolate chips. So here I have some mini chocolate chips. I just use like a 1/4 cup of them, and they're so tiny. You get like a lot of chocolate like dispersed within the batter. If you use like a regular size chocolate chip, that's fine too, but I find like you have to use more of them to kind of get enough within each cookie. And it's just kind of to give you like a little pop of chocolate here and there. So I always make mine with chocolate. And then these don't have any like salt or baking soda or baking powder in them. They're really simple. But I do like taking a little bit of Malden sea salt, just like after, you know, I've scooped them out onto the tray, and just sprinkling it on top. It is so good. And really all you do is mash up the ingredients, put them into the oven, let them bake off. I like them to be a little bit like golden brown. I like my cookies on the crispier side, but you can undercook. I usually cook them about 15 minutes at 350, and they're amazing. Basically, they're guilt-free cookies. It's just like eating an oatmeal with banana for breakfast. So I'm really excited to share them with you.
So start by putting all of your ingredients in a bowl: ripe bananas, peanut butter, oats, mix it up, check consistency, and add more oats if needed. Then put your mix-ins in. I used mini chocolate chips, but you could use nuts, raisins, chia seeds, anything that you like, craisins, and then just put them out onto your sheet. Then you want to pat them down with your fingers. The dough will be a little sticky, so I decided to use a fork. But whatever shape you put them into is how they're going to come out of the oven. And then I thought salt kind of brings out the flavor. Let me pull out my Malden sea salt and see how that goes. And these were just delicious. Just put them in the oven for 350 degrees and they are perfect. If you like this video, please hit the like, subscribe, and share button. Thanks.